They will but Donald Trump. They will but Donald Trump. They are no longer voting because ah Donald Trump has shown them pepper at this point in time. I am sure majority of you might have seen this woman, Elena Gasha, who is the face or who was the face of Latinos. I mean, she was the one in charge of the campaign, and she was also the one that convinced her own people, maybe in a way, to vote for this administration. She actually came on Twitter, X, to condemn what is going on. Now, I am going to ask Latinos, why are you people not holding this woman accountable for what is going on? So why is it that black people are the ones you all are holding and calling? Why? So I am going to say this. Go and hold that woman because she messed up. She messed you people up. And the fact that you all love to be called white also align with your oppressor to vote against your own interest. And the fact that majority of you in the house have one person, one or two persons that are not documented, or a friend or a that is not documented, but still you all do not deem it fit to help those people. But now black people are the ones to come and fight for you. Let's get
Garcia, I'm gonna need you to be so fucking serious, bitch. I'm gonna need you to be so serious. So you see this one right here? She is the co-founder of Latinas for Trump. Take a good look at what she looks like. She's a Miami Republican who is now condemning Trump for his mass deportations and has blasted him on X and said the following. I want to put myself on record. This is not what we voted for. Actually, it's exactly what you voted for. I have always supported Trump through thick and thin. Interesting, as he is a horrible fucking person, but let's keep going. However, this is unacceptable and inhumane. I understand the importance of deporting criminal aliens. What we are witnessing are arbitrary measures to hunt down people who are complying with their immigration hearings, in many cases with a credible fear of persecution claims, all driven by a Miller-like desire to satisfy a self-fabricated deportation goal. This undermines the sense of fairness and justice that the American people value. Girl, this is exactly what you voted for. This is exactly what Trump wanted. I don't know what delusion or planet you lived on that you thought it wasn't going to be exactly like this. So yeah, this one's on you, girl. And every single person that voted for Trump and gave not a single fuck about the people who are suffering.
Oh, no. The co-founder of the Latinos for Trump campaign, she comes out and calls this unacceptable and inhumane. The mass deportation that's going on in LA right now and all throughout California, she calls it inhumane and unacceptable. And she also said, this is not what we voted for. What do you mean? Like, this is exactly what you voted for. You thought he was just playing when he was coming on there? Trump's new bill, big beautiful bill, has a plan on deporting over 1 million people a year. That's the goal, the quota, the minimum. 1 million people a year. He said this before he even got to office. Yes, Donald Trump is delivering on everything that he said he was going to deliver on. You got to give him that. We have lower taxes now by 2% or less, and mass deportation. I mean, that's what he said. He wanted to get illegals out of here because they're messing up the country and they're riding on the country's debt and all that. That's what he said. These aren't my words. These are his. So in the end, I don't know what she's talking about, saying this is not what we voted for. He literally made fun of Joe Biden and Obama for not deporting enough people. I mean, come on. But y'all let me know in the comments what y'all think. It's AG with TBG Media. I'm out.
Elena Garcia. Elena Garcia. Elena Garcia, for those who don't know, is the founder of Latinas for Trump. She was 100% on the Trump train. And she encouraged thousands of Latino people to vote for good old Donald Trump. But you see, what Ileana didn't bother to even think about And what a lot of people who voted, Latino people that voted, or Latino people that voted for Donald Trump didn't bother to notice is how much he despises them. And make no mistake about it, he can't stand them. He genuinely can't. Y'all thought black folks just hated him because he was rich and powerful and we used to love him. I used to wear Oshkosh Bagosh, but I don't do that anymore. We know that motherfucker don't like black folks. And subsequently, black folks don't like him very much either. But Elena Garcia voted overwhelmingly for this man. Supported him. Now, her ass is on X. Mind you, Elena is a former Florida state senator who was the head of Latinos for Trump. Now she's on X condemning everything that Trump is doing, this immigration policy. And one of the phrases that she said was, I supported him. Oh, Elena, then you support what he's doing. You do. You see, Elena, you led thousands and thousands and thousands of your own Spanish-speaking people to a slaughterhouse. You were the guide to their own deportation. I know this hurts to hear, and I don't care. Someone needs to tell you the truth. You were a traitor. You were Judas. The only difference is you were Judas to your own people, and now your support for a man who never liked you, has resulted in people being snatched up off the streets by men in masks and sent to detention facilities like, shipping containers and basements where they're not getting food or water, and then being deported to places like Venezuela and El Salvador, where they now have the head of Department of Homeland Security posing in front of them like they're trophies. That is a painful pill to swallow, Elena. But swallow it. You must. You must. And do you know why you have to swallow it, Elena? Because this man never changed anything since 2016 about how he felt about Spanish-speaking people in this country. As long as Stephen Miller's been there, you knew exactly where Trump stood. And you voted for him anyway. You voted for him. You supported him. Now I understand, you won't outright come out and condemn him, his actions, and everything that he's doing. No, you'll piecemeal it. That's how you got here in the first place, Miss Garcia. By piecemealing. The idea of voting for a woman bothered you. The idea of voting for a black woman pissed you off. So you actively became a Judas to your own goddamn people. The jokes that are coming, not just from outside of your community, but inside it as well, are well deserved. You should put your head down and take it because you asked for it. That man has not changed since 2015. Do you not remember what he said about Mexicans? Do you not? Were you asleep when he said it? When Mexico sends its people, it's not sending its best. They're bringing crime, they're bringing drugs, they're rapists, and some, I assume, are good people. Some, I assume. That's what he thought of you. You had Steve King pumping that bullshit up. People coming across the borders they weigh 115 pounds, but have calves the size of cantaloupes because they're carrying bales filled with marijuana. These people have always told you who you are. And they can't distinguish the 2 or the 3 or the 10. All those Cubans, all those years, voting Republican, voting Republican, voting Republican. And now Donald Trump has removed the protection for over 500,000 of them. Do you feel good, Ileana? Do you feel good being a Judas? Do you? Did you get your 30 pieces of silver? Are you even sure you are not on the chopping block? I know you love Representative Salazar, but she's out here doing the same damn thing you're doing. The mea culpas, and I don't believe, and I'm really upset. What are you upset about? You got what you voted for. You got what you voted for, Ileana. You got exactly what you asked for by not paying attention to the guy you wanted to support and being so goddamn anti-black and anti-black woman that you would slit your own throat so that you could bleed on everyone else. And the feelings? Come on, Ileana. Come on. You remember that I will vote for Donald Trump. You remember that. The dancing, the flags, all of that shit. And now Spanish-speaking people are being snatched off the streets. Ileana, they snatched up a U.S. Marshal. Do you know how these people don't get snatched off the streets? By voting against the guy that wanted to snatch him off the streets, Ileana, but you supported him. You will get no sympathy. None. And I hope that in every Spanish-speaking household in this country, anywhere and everywhere that Spanish-speaking people interact with each other, I hope they are cussing your name out in every way they possibly can. And you have to live with this. You do. Do you understand? You have fundamentally changed the lives of millions of migrant people, millions of U.S.-born citizens across this country with your support of a man who never liked you, your communities, and basically told you what he was going to do and has been telling you since 2015. When will you learn? When will any of you learn? Whatever you have inside that makes you believe that the people that hate you really love you, you need to go to therapy for that. You really need to go to therapy for that. Because in the long run, a therapy session will help you a lot more than voting for a man who has never liked you, who has demonized you, has demonized your people, demonized your communities, demonized your households, demonized the work that you do, demonized how much you pay into this country and get nothing back, and demonized the children of these people. You did this, Ileana Garcia. I really want you to sit with it because you have no one to blame but yourself. And every family that's torn apart, every child that is deported, all of it, it rests on your shoulders. I sincerely hope you're working out, Judas, because you will be carrying the weight of this for as long as you live.
Latinas for Trump founder Elena Garcia has long been one of Donald Trump's most vocal supporters. But following his administration's escalation of the protests in Los Angeles, she's now saying this is not what we voted for. On Saturday, the Florida senator of Cuban descent spoke against the latest wave of ICE raids and deportations and condemned the Trump administration on X. I am deeply disappointed by these actions. This is not what we voted for. I have always supported Trump through thick and thin. However, this is unacceptable and inhumane, she wrote. What we are witnessing are arbitrary measures to hunt down people who are complying with their immigration hearings, in many cases with credible fear of persecution claims, all driven by a Miller-like desire to satisfy a self-fabricated deportation goal. This undermines the sense of fairness and justice that the American people value. Despite backing the president through scandals, impeachments, and 2 elections, Garcia now says the current actions don't reflect the platform she built. Florida Representative Maria Elvira Salazar, a Republican of Cuban descent, also criticized the administration's crackdown on immigration, posting a written statement to X that read, "I remain clear in my position. Anyone with a pending asylum case, status adjustment petition, or similar claim deserves to go through the legal process," she wrote. It is an indisputable fact that the vast majority of these individuals fled Cuba, Venezuela, and Nicaragua, the 3 most brutal regimes in our hemisphere. I will always stand with justice and with our community. Both politicians said they hope to meet with DHS Secretary Kristi Noem and Trump to discuss these issues.
Senator Garcia, you have already spoken way more than you probably should have. You have literally led these people to the slaughterhouse. If you have not learned anything from this, it should be that there's a time to speak and that there's a time to shut the fuck up. Unless you are out there marching and resisting with these people that you led to the slaughterhouse about the deportations that you helped get done, stop talking. You are not doing anybody any favors. I stand with you, the people that are facing this atrocity. I have nothing but love for you.
I want Hispanic voters to do this for me. Google this. Joe Biden's percentage with Hispanic voters in 2020 versus Kamala Harris' percentage with Hispanic voters in 2024. And you will see exactly what I'm talking about. I grew up in a small town called Barrett Station, Texas, about 20 minutes outside of Houston. I grew up with a bunch of Hispanic people. And for every 5 Hispanics that were legal, there were at least 2 in their family that were illegal. Hispanic men broke for Trump this last time around. They voted for him far more than they did back in 2020 with Joe Biden. Folks, that is a fact. You're not about to get angry at me and black voters for calling y'all out. You knew good and god darn well that your uncle, your father, was probably about to go vote for Donald Trump and probably said nothing. Don't get mad at black voters because we're now saying we ain't got time for this no more. The biggest amount of
This is all I got from this video. And I am not seeing them channel their energy towards this woman. They are not saying anything about her. She is out there condemning what she did. What were you thinking when this man said he was going to deport? You all thought he was joking. And the worst part is that he also lied that it was only going to be the criminals. And you all, but like, how can you believe someone that has been lying to you all these years? That is also one of the reasons why each time I tell you people that you really do not understand politics, you all think I am trying to be so hard on you people. I am not being hard, but that's what it is. Not until you all wake up. You need to wake up. Wake up and see that you all have been used as pawns against your own. So Latinos, Hispanics, why are you people not looking for this woman? I don't know where she is, but why are you people not looking for her? Hold her responsible for how she confused majority of you. But am I saying holding her responsible? Wow, what did you do for yourself? Because sometimes when somebody is telling you something, you have to also do your due diligence by making research. See, I really feel so sad. I feel so sad for the people that this is affecting, especially the ones that are undocumented. I do not also know that if they had the opportunity, would they vote right or not? But still, I am not going to go that far, but I really feel bad for what they are going through because they do not have papers and couldn't vote. And the ones that had the papers that were able to vote voted against their own brothers and sisters. I have never seen it. See, when I say that I have never seen anything like this, do not think I am saying it because I just want to be. I am serious. I am very serious that I am seeing maybe my own cousin going through immigration and all that. And I have my papers. And instead of doing something right to help them stay back, I do the opposite just to get rid of them or make life harder for them, man. This is like the highest of it. And if I were those people affected, I probably would not forgive you people. But yeah, it is what it is. Even some families did it. Oh, did I tell you? I wish I can find that young man's message. Sorry, his handle. I will check. The family, the mother and father, they voted against his own interest. And he said if anything happens, he is looking for a way to make sure that they all go back with him. I will look for it. That is how bad it is. Bye for now.